Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about prefixes, and prefixes is something that we talked about at the beginning of the year. We also talked about suffixes at the beginning of the year, but we're going to revisit them for a couple weeks here just to remind ourselves about prefixes and suffixes. So what is a prefix? Well, a prefix is a group of letters attached to the beginning of a word that changes the meaning. So here we have an example of one, disbelief. So the word belief is the word by itself. That's the base word. It's the word that means something. It's the word that we're working with. And then by adding the prefix, we can change that word a little bit. Usually when we add a prefix, it's going to change it to mean like the opposite of what it actually means. In a lot of cases, that's what it does. Sometimes different prefixes can have different meanings, and that can help us when we're reading, which is why we're learning about prefixes and suffixes, so that it can help us when we're reading. Let's look at some examples here. So I was just saying that there's a word and then there's a prefix, and they make a new word where the prefix kind of changes the meaning. So the word here is connect. Connect. That's our base word. We add the prefix dis, and now the word is disconnect. Well, connect means for two things to go together, right? So disconnect means for them to come apart. You might have seen this with your internet. Sometimes it will say connected to the internet or disconnected from the internet. Connected means you're on the internet, you're doing good. Disconnected means you're not on the internet. Look at the next one. Our root word, our base word here is do. But then we add a prefix, re. So now our new word is redo. Well, to do something means that you're going to just go ahead and start it and you have completed a task. But to redo means a little bit different. It means you have to do it again, doesn't it? It means you have to do it more than once if you redo. Now I moved myself up here so that we could all see this word. The base word is exist, which is like living. So exist. We look at the prefix co. Co means with. So now we have a new word of coexist, which means exist with other people. Okay, so the base words right here had some meaning. The words in the middle, these base words, had some meaning before. And then we added a prefix that kind of changed the meaning a little bit. Sometimes it changes it a lot, like with connect. It made it the opposite. Sometimes it just changes it a little, like with redo. Okay? Let's look at a few more examples before we log off for today. Reminder that a prefix is added to the beginning of a base word, and a prefix changes the meaning. Okay? So we have 5 prefixes here. We have re, the blue, dis is the pink, un is the purple, pre is the green, and miss is the orange. So all of those are some important prefixes that we have there. So re means again, like remake, rebuild. You're going to have to do those things again. Dis means the opposite of, like disconnect, like discard or disappear, means to make it go away. Un means not, like unhappy, unzip, unwell. Pre means before, like pre-cook or preschool, before you go to school. And miss means wrong. So misspell, that means you didn't spell it the right way. Mismatch, that means you didn't match it together the right way. So all of these prefixes have meanings that can go with the base word's meaning. And when we're using prefixes, we're going to think about how we have a base word and it means something, and then we add a prefix to it and now it means something a little bit different. So that's what we've got for prefixes today. I will see you guys next time. I hope we learned a lot.